Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Hades! Same game, different day. I'm just going to lower this volume just a little bit here so I can hear my own voice. So I don't remember what happened last video. It's been a while since I've recorded. Sorry about missing the last couple uploads. I recently moved back in with my old man. So, yeah, that put a slight pause on things for a little bit as I kind of got some other things together. So, let's go ahead and talk to Hades.
I told you, boy. I told you. There's no escape from here. Learn that the hard way, then.
You could have told me more important things. Mother left because she never even knew I was alive, thanks to you. She's got a lot of questions herself, as you can probably imagine. I'm headed back to her. You going to cooperate?
Nonsense. Listen to me. If you have any sense remaining in that head of yours, I caution you not to discuss this here and now.
Let me go. Let me find her. She demands it.
No. I'll hear no demands from you.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and grab... I want to get Vanquisher's Keep, so we're gonna go ahead and wait on that.
Say, Orpheus, I ever tell you I once single-handedly slew a multi-headed bone hydra within the magma fields of Asphodel without so much as breaking a sweat?
My, that is wonderful to hear, my friend. Another in a litany of such heroic deeds, more noble than the heroes of our verse, and even great Achilles over there.
I'm glad you think so, mate. These tales of my valorous accomplishments do seem to cheer you up, so I will keep reporting back once I rack up some more.
It's funny, because Achilles isn't actually over there right now.
Head chef? Use them wisely, my friend.
And so, who else is there to be depended on? You are a trusted overseer, Megara. Your station is no accident, and there is no one better fit for what you do. I urge you to look inwardly. How you approach your work is vital to the end result.
Thank you for the advice, Nyx. I don't know what I'd do without you, or what this house would be if not for you.
We all do that which is within our power.
Not my business.
Alright. Let's get some upgrades going. We're going to go ahead and boost Olympian favor.
I have no more darkness. My power grows.
And I'm thinking for a warm-up, we're going to go ahead and do a Coronacht run. We may have just done a Coronacht run. I don't know. But as I said, it's been a while since I played. And as y'all know, I'm best with Coronacht. I'm going to go ahead and give Skelly a little soup.
Ah, you're kidding, what? Sometimes, boyo, you make me feel alive again, you know that? Being honest with you here, I'm grateful, really.
If not for you, my friend, I'd have no one to viciously attack with no fear of reprisal whatsoever.
Oh. Haha. I need to actually talk to him.
You have come a pretty long way, let me tell you. I think most of the smarts I've picked up you know by now. And so, if I'm fresh out of tips for you, I guess there's only one thing left to do.
Stand there eternally to be wailed upon at my whim using whichever weapon suits me at the time.
Yep, now hop to it.
I do...
Twin fists of Malphon. Our strength combined surely cannot be stopped. Malphon hungers.
We're actually, you know, we're gonna do a Malphon run.
Talos.
Because I wanna show off the Talos special. So, how this works is this has been given a magnetized thing. So my special marks enemies, and then I can pull them towards me. It does not work on bosses, which is unfortunate, but it's not a big deal at all. And we're gonna go ahead and boost extreme measures.
This ought to be interesting.
Let's do this. Now, having that unlocked...
Nyx is the night herself. Her twin sons, sleep and death. But you, I cannot think of anything I fear, except the god of talking back to me.
So, without having unlocked the Gates of Erebus yet, we're going to go ahead and just keep the heat as low as we can afford to. Later, we'll start boosting it so I can go down the Erebus holes.
You little sprout.
Okay. grab Frost Strike.
Very cool. That's what
So
you
this
get.
weapon was actually the first one that I managed to beat Hades with. Was with Malphon. And with the Demeter cold attack boost. So that's very exciting. I'm excited to bring y'all this blast from the past, as it were, for me. Hopefully it's recording all right. I've noticed recently, looking back at some of my videos, that we've had some dropped frames in the recording, which is strange because typically it runs just fine on my screen. I haven't noticed any drop frames. However, it does drop frames once I upload it to YouTube. Oh, no, not when I upload it to YouTube. Once I have recorded it from OBS. For whatever reason, OBS has been missing some frames. I haven't been able to figure out why. It may have something to do with just this computer being as slightly busted as it is. It is a powerful device, and I love it, but it's not perfect by any means. So I'm going to do a little bit of research into that. I may end up actually switching my recording software. We might go back to just straight out OBS instead of Streamlabs. We're going to go get some HP. Okay, got a fishing spot. Don't forget to grab that before you go. I get mad at myself when I forget those fishing spots.
Come on,
Yeah,
you
fish,
knuckleheads.
fish, 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 fish.
I got one. That's one more fish for me.
So I think today we're going to try to get 4 videos downloaded. Or not downloaded. Uploaded. Or not recorded. We're going to try to get 4 videos recorded before I have to go to work here. We'll see what I can do. It may end up just being 3. I have a timer going right now. And when that timer goes off, no matter where we are, I gotta stop. So, you know. That's the one thing. I don't love Malphon as much as I love Coronacht. Like, with Coronacht, you can pretty much just nuke people from across the,
You're back. Welcome.
the
Hey,
map,
Prince, I
especially
heard
if
you
you're
showed
using the
that
Hera
Achilles sister
version of the bow.
war. Is that the truth? Might explain why I've been left here to my own devices for a change.
I don't think she'll be out of commission for very long. She'd best find you mining that boulder, though at least you managed to catch a break for now. Be seeing you, Sisyphus.
I don't need healing. We're gonna go and grab some darkness.
Here you go.
So I want to upgrade ourselves a
Alright.
bit. I'm gonna give him some soup.
Why, Prince, you being serious right now? Is that from me?
You deserve better, Sisyphus. This really isn't much, but maybe it'll help you while away the days, nights, whatever time it is.
Farewell, Linus.
If I don't get hit, this will be the cleanest this fight has ever gone. Of course, I got hit as soon as I said that, but still a very clean fight.
Malphon, the twin fists there in your possession, Zagreus. The last god I saw bedecked in those old gloves was Demeter herself, oh, way back when. She was a real fighter at the time, not just a naysayer.
We're gonna grab electric shock,
Shocking.
and we're gonna grab some darkness.
Ow.
Yeah, so I'm in a new recording space now. I moved back home with my old man
Where to?
for the foreseeable future, as, well, my apartment back at the old university just, you know, wasn't doing it for me, causing severe depression. And, I figured, you know, my dad, he owns a small business, he could probably use the help. So, here I am. Oh. So, I don't quite have everything set up like I did back home, but we will, in the coming weeks, be getting the rest of that. My microphone that I ordered got delivered to my apartment, which means it is currently on the other side of the state, because of course it is. So a dear friend of mine and I will be going over there soon to grab that and a few other things, which have no bearing on the channel whatsoever, but I still want. Yeah, I tell you, man. God, it was a good couple days there where I thought I had flunked out of college and my collegiate career would be over. It was not a good time. I was not having fun with that at all, let me tell you. But thankfully, that no longer appears to be the case, and I will be attending university again here next quarter. And after that, I will be finishing my collegiate career, so that's pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
Bit of a break.
There is a one. Okay, we're gonna grab Breaching Cross.
Malphon grows stronger.
We're gonna grab some more HP. You may have said, Abby, your HP is at full. Why do you need more HP? Well, dear viewer, I want more max HP.
Hello, Fury Sisters.
So, stop questioning
The
me.
mirrors made you
I
stronger,
know what I'm doing.
Zacharias. You're fortunate to have Nyx helping you.
No hard feelings. I think she feels partly responsible for all of this.
She shouldn't. The only one responsible for all of this is you. And I thought even you would have understood that by now.
So, as I mentioned, the magnet does not work on bosses, which is fine. You know, it makes sense from a balance perspective not to give me that ability. Especially against Meg. I think one of the most mobile bosses in the game.
Come closer.
Does, however, work on her little minions, which is nice. As I said, I'm a little out of practice, so I would not be surprised if this run goes horribly wrong. But we are going to try our best to avoid that.
You're going to pay for this.
Very nice. Okay, cool. And nobody died either, except her, so that's good. That's very, very good.
Got you.
Cool. Grab the Titan Blood, push on through. It's weird, we still have not gotten the upgraded forms of the weapons yet. I'm very, very disappointed by that.
Asphodel.
I don't know what we're missing. I need to do a little bit of research and figure out how we unlock those. Because I really want to have the upgraded form of Stygius. It's really good. The upgraded form of the spear is also very good.
Be there soon, Bone
I can't
Hydra.
remember what that's called. I think it's Vartha, if I recall correctly. Rivatra, I don't know. I don't know. Starts with a V. That's the only thing I'm sure of. Oh. Silly Abby. just me, or is there no music? Hold on. Oh, there should be music. I don't know. I'm gonna grab some gold.
Moving on.
I don't know what's going on there. It is eerily quiet. There we go.
More wave makers?
I think that sound was missing from the minute that we walked into Asphodel. I don't know what was going on there. Weird. Let me know if that was missing on your guys' end. I'm curious to see if I can diagnose what caused that. Because that's something that happens to me all the time in, well, not so much in the PC version, but in the Xbox 360 version of, Dragon Age. That happens a lot, so I wonder if that's related. Speaking of Dragon Age for PC, that is it's like a 15-year-old game, I think. Maybe not that old. I think it was 2007 it came out. I thought it was 2005 for the longest time, but no, I looked it up recently. It's 2007. So that is a 7-year-old game.
Should fetch me something.
No, 14-year-old game. And there is a glitch in that game that the developers never patched. And it's so irritating. I don't know why. So, essentially, for those of you who are familiar with the game, after the Battle of Ostagar, you end up in the village of Lothering. And in Lothering, you're supposed to be able to get the ancient elven boots. But, in the PC version of the game, for whatever reason, they don't spawn. I don't know why. I was doing some light Googling. Apparently there is a sort of an unofficial patch kind of deal you can download, which fixes that. Or no, you have to use console commands, that's right. Which is fine, I don't know how to do that. I'm sure I could figure it out. But it's like, come on guys, really? I mean, this game's how old? And you've never fixed that. It's deeply upsetting, okay? We're gonna talk to Aphrodite. I mean, it's not a huge deal. Not being able to get the Elven Boots isn't, like, game-breaking or anything. It just means that you can't take advantage of the Ancient Elven sets. Bonus to Constitution. Which is irritating. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, it's, oh, hold on. So yeah, it's weird. It's weird to me that BioWare never patched that. But, you know, I mean, God, fucking, you know, if you've ever bothered to watch a speedrun of, oh, what's that game? The fucking Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. If you've ever bothered to watch a speedrun of that game is also an absolute glitch fest. And it never got patched. That game, I think, is even older. I think that one might actually be 2005. But, so, it's just, you know, it's just stuff like that. It irritates me a bit. Thankfully, this game, as far as I know, is pretty polished. I've had a couple times where I had an item spawn in a spot where I couldn't safely get it, but I was able to eventually get it. You know, it wasn't completely game-breaking or anything. But, you know...
Something has stirred within your heart, dearest. Oh, I can always tell. A certain kind of love for family? Yes, that must be it, I think. What could have transpired with you,
We're gonna grab a different league, because I could use some reduced damage. And we are gonna give Eurydice some soup here. Oh, hang on, how much soup do I have? I only have one soup. Okay, never mind. We're not gonna give Eurydice any soup, because I want to give that to Meg.
What is it, hun? Oh no, don't tell me you've come all the way from Tartarus to ask me more about your good-for-nothing court musician friend.
Certainly not. I'm merely here for your wonderful singing, cooking, or conversational ability. Though, since you mentioned it, you seem to have a lot to say to him. Is there anything I can do?
So let me see if I understand. Orpheus blew it with me like an idiot, but now I'm supposed to be reaching out to him. Sorry, hun, but that's not happening. The two of us are finished. And you know what? I think we're finished here too, if you'll excuse me.
Oofta. Grab Versatile Knight.
So good.
Get some more HP, which is
See you.
very cash money. And, you know, I mean, I should stress, I've never done any game design or even any light coding. I don't know how difficult something like that would be to fix. But it seems to me that, like, it should be able to be fixed, especially if you got it to work on the 360 version of the game. I mean, how hard could it be? Especially if I can get it back using console commands. It's just, it seems peculiar, so... Especially because I really like the design of that armor, too. It's a great armor set. It's a medium armor. It's pretty decent as armors go in that game. I think usually when I pick it up, I end up wearing it for the entirety of the game, and it's, you know, it's a favorite of mine, but for whatever reason. I've noticed a series of differences between the PC port and the 360 version of that game. For instance, again, and this is, if you aren't familiar with Dragon Age, very little of this is going to mean anything to you. But at Wade's Armor Emporium, you get the option to build something called Drakescale Armor.
Power of Olympus.
Just sweet. It's a really, really good armor set. It's a medium armor set, as I recall. And you... Give me just 1 second. I need to make a decision here. Who's different league? You can give him Drake scales in order to do this. So in the 360 version, you have to collect 12 Drake scales, which isn't that big of a deal. Drakes are fairly common and easy to come across. But in the PC port, you only need 1. And it's so... Little inconsistencies like that are really interesting to me. I'm curious as to if there was a factor which made the devs change that, or again, if it's just a bug, I don't know. But also, far fewer drakes spawn in the PC version. Like, for instance, in the 360 version, there's a drake at the top of the Tower of Magi, right after you beat Sloth. There's a drake you can fight, along with a pack of dragonlings. But that does not exist in the PC version. That's just in the 360 version. So it's just stuff like that. It's just little differences that I never thought about and never considered might be different in the PC version. And that's not a big deal. I mean, I'm still able to tear through that game like nobody's business because I played it so much. I'm also playing on easy because I don't care enough about Dragon Age to play it on the higher difficulties. I'm here to have fun, not to challenge myself. And when I do the stream of that, I will be doing the same thing. But, well, maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll see. If we get enough subscribers by then, I might be willing to increase the difficulty. I don't know. Still trying to talk Kakura to play through that with me, because I want to have him there with me to do the commentary. Commentary is so much easier when you have somebody to bounce off of. Let me tell you. Oh my god. For most of this, I feel a little bit like I'm just rambling. You know what I mean? But when I'm working with Kakura and whatever else, it's nice because you get that feedback, which is so, so important. For it to feel like an actual conversation instead of just poor Abby ranting into the void. We might be able to take this one all the way to 80s, so I'm feeling good. Not this video, but this run. This is going quite well, considering we're at Hydra and we haven't died yet. Cool. I just need to get used to using my cast a little bit more effectively. Very nice. Grab that. And up we go. All right, folks, you know the drill. That's going to be the end of this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, if you enjoyed the video, to like and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, of course, remember to hit that bell icon so you're notified every single time we go live. Hades typically goes live every single day at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Missed the last couple recording videos just because my life got a little hectic. But we should be back on track here now. Once again, thank you, and take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.